Live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
Stories around the world, stories here at home. This is the National News broadcast bringing to you live from the National News Studios here at Rupavahini. I'm Charita Virpularachi.
And I'm Hushain Ali. Let's have a look at the headlines first.
War Heroes Commemoration Month has been declared. Minister Tiran says that on-arrival visa system has been unanimously passed in Parliament. A father who took his 2 children hostages was remanded. GCE O-level examination commences from today. Sri Lanka's first AI news telecast was presented by the national television. Intellectuals praises this event as a revolutionary milestone. Israel orders Gaza citizens to evacuate part of Rafah for limited operation.
On to those and other stories in detail now, and starting off with the top local story. In a declaration of War Heroes Commemoration Month, the National War Heroes flag was pinned on President Ranil Wickremesinghe this morning at the Presidential Secretariat. Chairman of the Ranaviru Seva Authority, retired Major General Nishantha Manake, presented the Ranaviru flag to the President. Annually, the month of May is officially designated as War Hero Commemoration Month, serving as a solemn tribute to the valiant soldiers who made the ultimate sacrifice in defense of the nation's territorial integrity during the protracted 3-decade-long conflict. A considerable number of servicemen from the tri-forces made the ultimate sacrifice for the country, while an equivalent number suffered injuries in the ongoing struggle against terrorism. Each year, marking the commencement of Ranaviru Month, the National War Hero flag is ceremonially pinned to the esteemed President by the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces during the first week of May. The President of the Ranaviru Seva Authority also presented President Ranil Wickremesinghe with a model plaque of the Ranaviru flag. The event was graced by presence of esteemed individuals, including the President's Senior Advisor on National Security and Chief of Presidential Staff Sagar Ratnayaka, President Secretary Saman Ekanayaka, Defence Secretary Retired General Kamal Gunaratne, and other distinguished guests.
Meantime, Minister of Public Security Tiran Alas says the on-arrival visa system, which has been severely criticized by the opposition and many other parties, was a proposal which was unanimously passed in the Parliament. At a press briefing held in Colombo today, he said that the rumours that an Indian company earned profits through the system are totally false. A Sri Lankan youth recently had altercation with the officials at the Katunayake airport regarding the system. Many other factions also criticized the system. Minister Tiran Alas has organized this media briefing today in response to the criticism against the new visa system. Minister of Public Security Tiran Alas said that there was only the 30-day visa category in the country. Since there was a high demand from the foreigners for long-term visa, the government has introduced 17 online visa categories last November. Both the Cabinet and the Parliament passed this proposal unanimously on the 23rd of last November without a debate or a vote. The government had to wait for the 17th of April to implement the $75 visa system. This has been done through the VFS platform. There are some media reports that an Indian company is totally responsible for issuing on-arrival visa for foreigners. The minister stressed that these reports are totally incorrect. Minister of Public Security Tiran Alas said that there was an allegation that Indian company is involved in this matter. However, VFS is not an Indian company. Blackstone is the major shareholder. Kuhn Germany is the next shareholder. The VFS Global has issued a statement in this connection as well. The VFS cannot issue visa. They only check the documentation and load. Immigration Department is the responsible body to approve or reject visa. The minister added that Sri Lanka charges minimum fares for visa in comparison to other countries. Minister of Public Security Tiran Alas said that in other countries like France, Switzerland and Germany, visa fee is over $20. However, in Sri Lanka, the amount is 18.50 US dollars. Meanwhile, policies say that legal actions will be taken against the youth who behaved in violent manner at the airport premises.
The father who took his 2 children hostage has been taken into custody. Police Special Task Force conducted this operation at Hangwella area. The suspect had gone to his wife's house at public servants housing scheme in Jalthura to kill her with a hand bomb. She had fled the house at the time, and the suspect has taken the children hostages in a room of this house. On an information, the Hangwella police and the STF bomb disposal unit have arrived at the scene and managed to save the 2 children. At about 3:35 early dawn, without any harm, the police have saved the lives of a 10-year-old girl and a 2-year-old boy through this operation. Police media spokesman DIG Nihal Talduwa said that the suspect has demanded his wife to be brought to him. He has made this demand with an unpinned hand grenade. The 39-year-old suspect has seemed to have injected a certain sleeping drug to the 2 children. The police team have managed to arrest the person with the hand grenade with causing harm to the children. The 10-year-old girl has been admitted to Homagama Hospital for treatment. The suspect was produced before court and remanded till the 17th of this month.
And in the meantime, the GC ordinary level examination started today. The examination department says that it will be held until the 15th of this month. 452,979 candidates will sit for the examination this year. Out of them, 387,648 are school candidates. 65,331 are private candidates. The examination is being held at 3,527 centres island-wide. And staff over 35,000 has been deployed for exam duties. Commissioner General of Commissioner General of Examinations Amit Jayasundar said that the regional officials have reported that the examination was conducted in a very successful manner. No problematic incident was reported from any centre. No disaster situation was also reported from any part of the island. The candidates have taken part in the examination as usual, and the department needs about 35,000 evaluators to complete the answer scripts. The Commissioner General expressed confidence to issue results by September. And on to more local news. Minister of Industries and Health Dr. Ramesh Patirana announced that the forthcoming Industry Expo 2024 will grace the Bandaranaike Memorial International Conference Hall from June 19th to 23rd under the patronage of President Ranil Wickremesinghe. The minister made these remarks while addressing a media briefing at the Presidential Media Centre held today under the theme Collective Path to a Stable Country. Minister Dr. Ramesh Patirana said that featuring over 1,300 booths representing 25 industries in Sri Lanka, this exhibition promises a glimpse into the forefront of innovation and technology within various sectors. He added that notably a dedicated space for innovation has been incorporated into the event, highlighting the strides made in cutting-edge advancements. Anticipating a significant turnout, the exhibition is expected to host numerous foreign buyers and institutions, including the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, foreign embassies, and the Department of Commerce, fostering international collaboration and business opportunities. The minister said that in a coordinated effort with the upcoming exhibition, a national vehicle parade involving over 25 vehicle assembly companies across the country is scheduled to commence from Golface Ground on June 18th, making its way to the BMHICH premises. Simultaneously, the Industry Green Award ceremony recognizing sustainable green industries will coincide with the inaugural international conference promoting a culture of sustainable industrial development known as the Green Industry Initiative for Sustainable Industrial Development on June 20th and 21st at the BMICH. He added that throughout the 5-day duration of the exhibition, a multitude of programs such as school industry entrepreneurship circles, IDB Digital One-Stop, Ceylon Plaza, Industry Credit Scheme, SEDA Startup, the SEDA Scale-Up, facilitated by the Industrial Development Board, will be actively implemented. He said that furthermore, it is important to note that collaborative effort of ministries and private institutions in contributing to participate in this exhibition.
Industry Green Awards
Moving on, this is a significant incident occurred during a live news telecast in Sri Lanka when we presented news live yesterday. Two figures identical to the two news presenters presented news yesterday.
And it was significant that no news viewer noticed this matter. However, this incident was reported by many social media platforms and websites this morning. There is nothing else than presenting a live news telecast through artificial intelligence for the first time in Sri Lanka. Instead of the two veteran newsreaders of the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation, the yesterday's news telecast was presented by tutorial newsreaders created through the technology of artificial intelligence. These close-ups were created using AI ChatGPT, video generation, image generation, audio generation and AI production tools. This is the first time two AI communicators identical to SLRC newsreaders presented a newscast in television media. In this process, the artificial intelligence applications have been used without causing any harm to the credibility and animation in a news telecast. This is a significant innovation tested in a news telecast. Senior lecturer of the University of Peradeniya, Dr. Janaka Vijay Kulasurya said that yesterday marked a significant milestone in the television history in Sri Lanka. We saw that the SLRC news telecast had used artificial intelligence. This innovative technology can be used in a wide range for many creative activities. Director of the Computer Education Institute of the Colombo University, Dr. Ajanta Tukorla said that for the first time that national television has started presenting news using artificial intelligence. This will be a different experience for Sri Lankan audience. In presenting news through Sinhala language, it is difficult to use AI tools as it is. They should be changed to suit the disparities of the Sinhala language. He said that he expressed his special thanks to the national television.
tools AI පාවිච්චි කරලා හදලා තියෙන tools අපිට same ඒ විදිහටම පාවිච්චි කරන්න බෑ හේතුව තමයි මේ සිංහල භාෂාව හසුරුවන විදිහට ඒක හදා ගන්න ඕනේ ඉතින් ඒක නිසා යම් කර්තව්‍යයක් කරන්න තියෙනවා මම හිතන්නේ මේ වෙලාවේ මම සුබපතන්න කැමතියි ජාතික නාලිකාවට ශ්‍රී ලංකා රූපවාහිනී සංස්ථාව. Senior Presidential Advisor Professor Sunanda Banduma Bandara said that using artificial intelligence in presenting news is a very significant initiative in the fields of communication and the economy. He said that therefore congratulating the news national television is an incredible task. Jayanta Vijay Singh said that this is a very good initiative. SLRC should give proper place for talented people. Dr. Tura Vijay Singh said that SLRC is using artificial intelligence in news telecast is a significant milestone in the Sri Lankan television media history.
රූපවාහිනී මාධ්‍ය ඉතිහාසය තුල අපිට පෙන්වා දෙන්න පුළුවන්.
Some Sri Lankans living in overseas have also commented regarding the national television's use of news technology in news telecast. Samira Singapura said that over 300,000 Sri Lankans living in the United Arab Emirates saw this unprecedented innovation. This is a very commendable for the national television. Kayani Jawardena said that they are thankful to the national television for doing such experiments on behalf of the country. The two senior SLRC newsreaders whose images were imitated on this innovation also expressed their views regarding their new experience. Senior newsreader of Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation Chaminda Gunaratna said that this is a moment with happiness tinged with sorrow and fear. He said that he is happy to become the first newscaster in AI technology, and he said that he felt sad that he lost himself in the news endeavour. It is challengeable that this new trend would cause unprecedented threats to our conventional system.
කොතනින් නිම වේවිද දන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා අපි හැමෝගෙම ජීවිතවලට එක්තරා විදිහකින් අභියෝගයක් එල්ල කරන තාක්ෂණයක් වඩපත් වුණා. මේ සියලු හැඟීම් එක්ක ගෙදර ගියාට පස්සේ මගේ දුව මගෙන් අහනවා අපච්චි ආයේ ඔෆිස් යන්න නැතුව ගෙදර ඉඳලා ප්‍රවෘත්ති කියන්න පුළුවන් නේද කියලා.
මතම පුදුමයි.
Senior newsreader of Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation Nishadi Bandaranaike said that she is astonished to see another person identical to her in presenting news. We both faced this new experience with a shock.
අලුත් අත්දැකීමකට මුහුණ දුන්නා. ටිකක් වෙලා ෂොක් වෙලා හිටියා. කොහොමදත් සතුටුයි ලංකාවේ පළවෙනි AI ප්‍රවෘත්ති නිවේදකයා සහ ප්‍රවෘත්ති නිවේදිකාව ජාතික රූපවාහිනියෙන් බිහි කරන්න හැකි වුණාද?
මොන්නේ අවසානයේ නෙමෙයි අත්‍තරම ගත්තොත් මේ අපි
The first television program which was produced by using artificial intelligence in a television media in Sri Lanka was telecast through the national television recently. Director News of the Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation Indika Marasinghe said that this is not the end but the beginning. It is open for all to think how to carry this forward from this point. This should be debated openly to start a long journey.
Most certainly a very significant milestone in the media industry. And moving on to more local news. The Matale District Member Promotion Program of the United Youth Collective was held recently at the Matale Rest House premises. Chairman of the United Youth Advisory Board, Additional Secretary to the President, Sugat Chandrasekhara, and several others were present at this occasion. Chairman of the United Youth Advisory Board, Additional Secretary to the President, Sugat Chandrasekhara, said that people blame the politicians. People have been deceived by the politicians for over 75 years. When a politician asks a vote for him to save the country, then the people elect him to the leadership. He said, therefore, people must have new political transit in the country.
And now let's move on to some few more local news items in brief. The fertilizer subsidy for the yellow season is to be credited to the accounts of farmers, Agriculture Department says. Accordingly, the monies will be credited to the relevant accounts from tomorrow. Meanwhile, it has been reported that use of Bundy fertilizer in paddy cultivations has significantly decreased during the past few cultivative seasons. Although 800,000 hectares of paddy lands were cultivated last Maha season, only 11,000 metric tons of Bundy fertilizer have been sold. Names who have passed by the competitive examination to recruit the Gramanila Dahari Grade 3 and by the relevant interview were released today. It is available at the www.moha.gov.lk website. All the past candidates will be given appointments on the 8th of this month under the patronage of the President Ranil Wickremesinghe at the Temple Trees. They are scheduled to be given a 3-month training. The New Year festival organized by the Otters Club from the second occasion was held recently at the Otters Club premises under the patronage of head of the institute Anushi Rodrigo, and many traditional sports and cultural events were held at this event. And tourists are highly interested in travelling into the Calypso special train running between Badulla and Bandaravela.
Now, the Railway Department has therefore taken measures to increase facilities in this train.
Even in the off-season, there are many foreign tourists at the Ella tourism zone. It is significant that many tourists arrive in the area by the Calypso Train. The Calypso Train, with special features, was initiated to mark the centenary of train services from Colombo to Badulla. This train has a fully fledged cafeteria with Calypso music and many other facilities, and the train travels between Badulla and Bandarabella twice a day. The train stops for about 10 minutes each and every two attractive and picturesque places of Dynarch Bridge and the Demodara railway station, which is famous for railway curve.
Good weather, nice climate, a lot of vegetation, good food. So yeah, I think it has everything that you would want to have in a holiday.
So Sri Lanka, we love it a lot. Because Sri Lanka has everything. It has nice beaches, it has mountains. We love the food, we love the people. It's really, really nice. We enjoyed the time.
We love the people, first of all, very friendly. The food is very good. The natural landscape. For us, living in Dubai, we don't get a lot of nature, so it's very nice to come somewhere that has so much nature.
We'll be moving to international news after this break.
cash வேணுமா people's debit இருக்கு மாசம் வந்தா ஷாப்பிங் போக cash வேணுமா people's debit இருக்கு ஆன்லைன்ல ஷாப்பிங் செய்ய cash வேணுமா people's debit இருக்கு cash வேணுமா people's debit இருக்கு cash வேணாமே people's debit இருக்கு cash வேணாமே
people's bank debit card இருக்கும்போது இப்போ கையில cash வச்சுக்க தேவையில்லை எல்லா பேமெண்ட்டுக்கும் ஸ்வைப் பண்ணுங்க டாப் பண்ணுங்க
Welcome back after the break and on to news away from home. The Israeli army is set to launch its long-threatened assault on Rafah as it instructions Palestinians to leave parts of the city in southern Gaza. Israeli forces called today for people in Rafah, into which huge numbers of displaced Palestinians were previously pushed, to evacuate to an expanded humanitarian area. The move came as Israel and Hamas blamed one another for a breakdown in truce negotiations, and the Israeli military stated that it encourages residents in eastern Rafah to move to an area in Al-Mawasi refugee camp located by the Mediterranean west of Khan Yuni. Israeli army spokesperson Avishai Adre specified that about 100,000 people were being evacuated. A Hamas official, Sami Abu Zuhri, told that Israel's evacuation order and expected offensive is a dangerous escalation that will have consequences.
Moving to Brazil, the death toll rises as heavy rains continue to lash southern Brazil, driving floodwaters higher. The storms and flooding in the southern state of Rio Grande do Sul killed at least 78 people, local authorities stated yesterday, with more than 115,000 people displaced. The death toll could easily increase significantly, with 105 people reported missing yesterday, up from about 70 the prior day, according to the state civil defense authority. It is also stated that it was investigating whether 4 more deaths were related to the storms driven by the present heavy winds, flood, and had affected more than 2/3 of the nearly 500 cities in the state which borders Uruguay and Argentina, displacing hundreds of thousands of people, according to the authorities.
From Brazil to France, the 18-member team in the town of Suresnes, West Paris, set a new Guinness World Record yesterday by baking a baguette measuring 143.53 meters, about 235 times longer than the traditional one eaten by millions of people in France every day. The previous longest baguette of 132.62 meters was baked in the Italian city of Como in 2019. 90 kilograms of flour, 60 liters of water, 1.2 kilograms of salt and 1.2 kilograms of yeast went into making the necessary 152 kilograms of dough. Members of the French Confederation of Bakers and Pastry Chefs began kneading and shaping the dough at 3 a.m. yesterday before putting it in a specially built slow-moving oven on wheels.
7 people have been killed and at least 35 injured in an air attack on Russia's Belgorod region on the border with Ukraine. Regional governor blamed Ukrainian forces for the strike, which he said was carried out with drones and hit minibuses transporting workers to a meat production facility as well as private car. The governor further said that several other locations in Belgorod region has also come under attack in last 24 hours, with residential buildings damaged. Meanwhile, Russia continued to target Ukraine's energy infrastructure, damaging a facility in the northern Sumy region, which borders Belgorod region in an overnight bombardment. Ukraine's energy ministry stated that the attack left more than 400,000 people without power. According to the United States-based Institute for the Study of War, Russia is massing troops in the regions of Belgorod, Kursk and Bryansk in preparation for the offensive operation against northern Ukraine to the city of Kharkiv.
And to wrap up foreign news, actor Bernard Hill, best known for roles in Titanic and Lord of the Rings, and Titanic passed away at the age of 79 in the presence of his fiancée Alison and son Gabriel. He played Captain Edward Smith in the 1997 Oscar-winning film and King Theoden in Lord of the Rings movie. Bernard Hill played Theoden, King of Rohan, in Oscar-winning fantasy trilogy, and the part of the Captain Edward Smith in James Cameron's disaster hit Titanic passed away early yesterday morning. The deceased actor had been due to appear at the Merseyside event but had pulled out. His co-stars from the films based on J.R.R. Tolkien's classic fantasy novels stood up together on stage share this news. To sports news, Sri Lanka women's cricket team qualified for the women's T20 World Cup tournament yesterday.
They beat the second semi-finals in the qualifying tournament against the UAE team. Batting first, Sri Lankan players scored 149 runs for 6 wickets in their 20 overs. Vishmi Gunaratne scored 45 runs. In bowling, Vaishwabani Bahish and Irusha Osha claimed 2 wickets each. In reply, UAE team could only score 134 runs for 7 wickets in their 20 overs. Isha Osha scored 66 runs in bowling. Chamari Atapattu claimed 2 wickets. Accordingly, Sri Lanka won the match by 15 runs and qualified for the finals of the tournament.
Yes, she has. Well,
and she does with a wicket straight through. So she sends it wide of her. Well, it's another slower delivery and through the defences of Isha Oza. Her floated delivery attempter in the air, and now off to go down the wicket. Dilhari manages to get another wicket, comes down and just punches it to mid-off for a single, and the celebrations can
The first semi-final of the tournament was held between Ireland and Scotland, and batting first, Ireland scored 110 runs for the 9 wickets in their 20 overs. In reply, Scotland passed the victory target in 16.2 overs for 2 wickets. Thereby, Scotland qualified for the finals and will meet Sri Lanka tomorrow. Accordingly, Sri Lanka and Scotland have already qualified for the T20 World Cup Women's Tournament to be held in Bangladesh this year.
And in the meantime, Chennai Super Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders recorded victories at the IPL matches played yesterday. Kolkata Knight Riders is the top of the points table at present. The match between Chennai Super Kings and Punjab Kings was played at Dharamshala. Batting first, Chennai Super Kings scored 167 runs for 9 wickets in their 20 overs. Ravindra Jadeja scored 43 runs, and in response, Punjab Kings could only score 139 runs for 9 wickets. Accordingly, Chennai Super Kings won the match by 28 runs.
just like that, we've had another
With that IPL update, we are wrapping up tonight's news. Reach us tomorrow at the very same time. I'm Charita signing with Hesha. Stay safe. Good night.